taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. Stand up for mine. You better believe it, 'cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. 'Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. You see the devil in a glance, boy. So I can knock you out.
Good evening, race fans. Welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Seems like we just started this iRacing chase to the Rumble in Fort Wayne, but here we are in night 5 already. Welcome on board the Racing to the Rumble, presented by Fatheads Eyewear. Some of the most talented 410 Sprint Car iRacers continue their quest towards $1,000 and a General Tires gift certificate, which will be awarded at the season finale December 18th during the 23rd Rumble in Fort Wayne. 4 drivers will qualify for that big race after tonight's feature event from the virtual Volusia Raceway Park and will join the previous 16 qualifiers. Everyone else will have 4 more chances. To all of our viewers, stay tuned on the Rumble in Fort Wayne Facebook page to enter the Ultimate Rumble VIP fan experience. It's going to be a great night, and we're glad you're joining us for this great racing action being produced tonight by Brett Wheeler of Ultimate Dirt TV and Tim Sims in Lima, Ohio. Racing to the Rumble is brought to you by Fatheads Eyewear, General Tire, Ultimate Dirt TV, Tim Sims, the Holiday Inn, the Rumble in Fort Wayne, and Wicked Brands. Tonight's $50 feature win bonus is being sponsored by the Montpelier Motor Speedway. in Montpelier, Indiana, where the track is back. Check out racemontpelier.com for schedule and details. Tonight's race format, practice underway right now for all the registered teams. Upon end of practice, we'll get into time trials. The fastest 40 teams will advance to the heat races. The 4 heat races will be staggered with 4 inverted. The distance will be 10 laps with no yellow flags. Top 4 will advance to tonight's A main. The remainder will head to one of 2 B mains. B mains will be lined up by their heat race finish. Heats 1 and 3 will make up B main number 1. Heats 2 and 4 will make up B main number 2. The distance is 12 laps for the B mains with no yellow flags, and the top 4 from each B main will make the last transfer to tonight's A main. In the A main, positions 1 through 16 will come from the heat races. Positions 17 through 24 from the B main finish. Distance will be 30 laps with yellow flags turned on. Top 4 finishers in tonight's A main will advance to the Rumble finale on December 18th at the Rumble in Fort Wayne. Well, sitting here tonight in Lima, Ohio at the Hillbilly High Banks, courtesy of Tim Sims, and alongside I have not only the promoter of the Rumble in Fort Wayne, but the promoter of the Montpelier Motor Speedway in Montpelier, Indiana, Larry Bowes. Larry, thank you so much for joining us here, racing to the Rumble, kind of your brainchild, and this has been a lot of fun. But let's talk about Montpelier Motor Speedway.
It's a neat little deal. It's grassroots racing at its finest. It's a nice little 3/8 mile bull ring, high banked, 4 wide racing, just unbelievable. And it's just like a step back in time. Back, trees around and just the old small grandstands. Just really a fun family night of racing.
There's been quite a buzz since you took over the promoting duties at Montpelier and fired the track back up after it's set for nearly 2 full years. And, man, looking forward to some great events yet in the month of October over at Montpelier.
Yeah, we'll be racing every Saturday. This Saturday is a local show, but then October 2nd, 2 weeks from Saturday, actually 1 week from Saturday, it's going to be the Harvest Spectacular, where we're bringing the late models back by popular demands. 2,000 to win, 200 to start for the late models, 1,000 to win for the modifieds, plus the Midwest Thunder Midgets, the Super Stocks, and Hornets. 5 big divisions at 6 p.m. And at the end of October, it's the famed Monster Mash, where they race for the Skull trophies.
Now, the Monster Mash, very familiar to many of us around this area, but those listening around the country, let's talk a little bit about the Monster Mash. Multiple divisions involved in that big event over the 2-day period, correct?
Yeah, it's going to be pretty much the same with the divisions that we have. October 2nd, with the exception of the midgets, we'll be running the late models, the modifieds, the Hornets, the Super Stocks, and then what would a Monster Mash be without Goblin Stocks? And that's just going to be a pure stock type class, and that could be interesting.
I know several drivers in our area looking forward to that weekend. That's always a good time over Montpelier, and looking forward to being part of it. So how's things gone so far this year since you've taken over Montpelier, and are you looking forward to 2022 yet, or are we still just focusing on finishing this season?
Well, we want to finish up this year. We've got a great deal going right now, some spectacular racing. We've had 200, and I just posted the other night, something like 270 different cars have raced there already this year. Boy, if they all came in one night, we'd have a barn burner. But, yeah, we're looking at 2022. We're excited. We're assembling a team. We've got just about the full team that we need. Once we get our announcer in place, hint, 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 we will be in a great shape. We've got a couple guys over there doing a good job. But we just need – the action is phenomenal. We just need somebody that can relay that to the fans.
Well, we'll see how my audition goes tonight, and maybe I'll join you over at Montpelier real soon.
Well, you and Brett are doing a bang-up job on this Racing to the Rumble. I'm really excited with it, and it's hard to believe 3 months we'll be up at Fort Wayne getting ready for the finale, 1,000 to win and paying back 10 cents.
Well, Larry, thank you so much. Thank you for bringing Montpelier Motor Speedway on board with the Racing to the Rumble event as well. Looking forward to talking more about Montpelier as the time goes on. Just about ready to get underway. Practice well underway right now. Before we get underway with time trials, want to remind everyone watching at home about the Rumble in Fort Wayne VIP fan experience. You can get entered in just by liking, sharing, and commenting at the Rumble in Fort Wayne Facebook page during tonight's event. You'll have the chance to win 2 reserved seats for Friday, December 17th and Saturday, December 18th at the Rumble in Fort Wayne at the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum in Fort Wayne, Indiana. You'll also receive a complimentary stay at the Holiday Inn in Fort Wayne, right across the street from the Coliseum on Friday and Saturday night, and you'll get free breakfast on Saturday morning. Also, you'll pick up some Fatheads Eyewear caps and koozies, some swag from Fatheads Eyewear. So don't miss out. Make sure you tune in tonight, like, comment, and share. Then tune in on the rest of our events. We still got some big ones coming tonight at Volusia Speedway Park. Next month on Tuesday, October 19th from the famed Eldora Speedway, and Tuesday, November 16th from Lernerville Speedway. Should be a great time at the Rumble in Fort Wayne. But before we can get underway, as is customary here in America, let's move on with tonight's playing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you so much to Rusty Shields from Ellettsville, Indiana, for providing us with the Star-Spangled Banner. Rusty performs the anthem of speedways throughout the Midwest throughout the year, including Eldora Speedway's famed World 100. As we now turn our attention to the racetrack, qualifying underway here at Volusia Speedway Park. Right now, Trevor Royer on top of the speed charts with a 14.427 second lap. Brian Scheidt currently second. Jacob Denny, no stranger to Larry Bowes and the folks at Montpelier Speedway. Right now, third, Justin Clark. And Devin Sutherland, top 5 right now. Alex Rzazinski on the track right now in the number 19. Seen Alex quite a few times throughout the season in big block modifieds and sprint cars. No stranger to the iRacing world. Look for Alex to have a pretty good run. Brett, haven't had a chance to get you talking yet tonight, man. How's things down under? And tonight doesn't look to be any different. You got definitely some familiar names in the field. Your buddy Sean Stevens right now, 6th quick on the track. Bradley Boyer just took laps. He's 8th quick. Look out, Trevor Royer, Ryan Scheidt, Jacob Denny, all very fast iRacers indeed. looking forward to a great night of racing action here at Volusia.
Yeah, I got a couple of teammates in this one. Trevor Roy, Ryan Sheet, Alex Kaczynski as well. You know, those drivers, they know how to run sprint cars, although Ryan's probably about 6 or 7 beers deep right now. But he's not afraid of a drink, that young man. But hey, this is the only place where you should be drinking and driving.
No, but I tell you what, the guy on the track right now just qualified 15th in that number 31 car. That's the king of the Hillbilly High Banks himself, Tim Nichols, in the Tim Sims 8 entry tonight. Tim been off the circuit for a little while, traveling around to Eldora, Knoxville, things like that. Tim's first time back behind the wheel in a couple weeks. Not a shabby qualifying effort, 15th quick. Just about a minute left to go here in qualifying.
We've had, we've had 35 cars take to the racetrack for qualifying here at the virtual Volusia Speedway Park. There's 4 more drivers that have signed in that have yet to go out and take a lap time, whether they've left the server or not. But 39 cars have officially signed in. 35 of those 39 have taken a lap time. So we're going to see a full program of heat racing action here tonight. Couple of B mains and of course the main event to wrap things up.
That's right. And the top 4 finishers in tonight's 30-lap A main will automatically lock their way into the finale in Fort Wayne at the Rumble, the 23rd Rumble in Fort Wayne, where they'll have a chance to pick up a $1,000 top prize and a General Tires gift certificate. Not only that, there will be a payout for the top 10 as of right now, and that's always subject to change to add more to it. So if you haven't got in yet, tonight's a good night to try your luck here at Volusia Speedway Park, but you'll have a few more opportunities as well leading up to the December 17th and 18th finale in Fort Wayne. Qualifying all complete. Heat race number 1 getting ready to take to the track. Looks like Trevor Royer setting the super clean quick time of the 14.427. Ryan Scheidt coming home second in qualifying. Jacob Denny third. Justin Clark fourth. Devin Sutherland currently 5th in qualifying.
And we're going to see 4 heat races on the program. And we'll take a look at heat race number 1. Your starting grid, Trevor Roy and the Black Diamond Motorsports number 90 machine will start from the pole position. To the outside of the front row, car number 13 from Ohio. That is Devin Sutherland out of position number 2.
Starting third in number 55 will be Justin Edwards. Outside him will be Corey Goudreau out of Texas.
Liam James rolls off at a position number 5 to his outside. The wicked man himself. It's the 97 of Matthew Henninger.
Curtis Klinger set the roll off in 7th position, and to his outside will be Joshua Anderson in the 35.
And your 5th and final row, heat race number 1 on the inside, out of row, position number 9, row 5. In car number 9, it is Cameron Lytle. To the outside will be the 101 machine of Davin Cardwell. He will start position number 10. We're just awaiting a few more cars to get onto the racetrack. And Jerry, since we last did a race here on the iRacing service, the Sprintcars have had an update, so things have changed a little bit.
And a lot of these guys that run iRacing that maybe have taken a little bit of a break over the summer while the actual racing's going on over here in the States may not be familiar with these changes. So it could be very interesting to see how guys like Trevor Roy or Matt Henninger's another one. Bubba Henninger, I'll tell you what, he's been fast, but now with the changes, we'll see how he can handle his sprint car around Volusia Speedway Park.
Well, we're not even 2 weeks into the changes. I think we're about a day away from the changes and the updates. Since we've had the updates with the sprint cars. So I've only driven them, I think I've driven them once around Lernerville. Wasn't a fan of them, but again, I haven't been racing all that much. I've just been doing way too many broadcasts, but what a time to be alive. And well, Volusia Speedway Park, we're getting ready to kick off race number 5 of the Racing to the Rumble in Fort Wayne here at Volusia.
Should be a tremendous heat race. Little tidbit, starting 8th in that number 9 car, Cameron Lytle. He is the media director at the Montpelier Motor Speedway in Montpelier, Indiana, part of the team with Larry Bowes. It's going to be fun to keep an eye on him coming from the back of this one. I've seen Cameron race quite a few times in iRacing.
There he is, the man himself. He's been a long-time supporter of sim racing, and he's been a supporter here for a number of years here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Matthew Henry, the 97. He's done a lot for not only the sim world, but also the real world as well, Jerry.
Absolutely. Matt Henninger, one of the good friends of racing, not only iRacing, but real racing as well. So glad to call him a friend and look forward to seeing how he does tonight. He was close, had a heat race win earlier this season through in the racing of the Rumble. See if he can lock his way into a top 4 spot tonight and possibly make his way into the Rumble finale in Fort Wayne.
Well, I'm sure he'd love to do that, as will the rest of the competition here tonight. Heat race number 1 here at the virtual Volusia Speedway Park. Trevor Royer leads us off turn number 4, and we are green. Heat race number 1.
What a start for Trevor Royer. He jumps out front early. Battle for back there for second and third, staying really close. Here comes Matt Henninger banging the cushion through turns 3 and 4, trying to challenge his way towards the front.
Yeah, keeping an eye on Liam James in that number 69 form, way over racing. His teammate Sean Stevens had a good run last month, but unfortunately just went all pear-shaped for him in the main event. Henninger's moved up to position number 4, now trying to come up to third place, Devin Sutherland.
Henninger was looking good up on the top side, has moved down to the middle of the racetrack now, but making it work as he closes in on that third place car of Devin Sutherland. Watch out for Bubba Henninger. Oh, little contact with Sutherland. Sutherland gets all kinds of sideways, so does Henninger. Henninger loses a couple spots, and he'll try to gather it up. No yellow flags here in the heat race. That's going to allow Cameron Lytle to start charging towards the front as well. The battle now for the fourth and final transfer spot between Liam James and Justin Edwards.
Now we'll see what Cameron Lytle can do in that number 9 machine, closing up on the battle between Edwards and James. They work through turn number 1 and 2 and down the back straight away. James right on the bubble at the moment. If you're not inside the top 4 in heat race or in the heat races, you'll be going to one of 2 last chance qualifiers. We're halfway home, Jerry. 5 down and 5 to run.
The battle back there for third still rages on between Liam James and Justin Edwards. Cameron Lytle lurking back there in 5th, trying to make his way as he'll look to the inside now. Try to challenge Justin Edwards as they head down into turns 1 and 2. Cameron Lytle down the bottom. Justin Edwards up high. Edwards will hold the momentum off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. Lytle's going to try to close in again. Nothing doing. Lytle will slide up and bang the cushion down the front straightaway. 7 laps in. 3 remain here in heat race number 1.
There you see Justin Edwards was actually running the slide job line at both ends. Now he's gone back to the bottom side in turns 3 and 4. He's going to make the pass there on Liam James. So Liam James is right on the bubble. You don't want that bubble to burst right now. We come to 1 lap to go for your race leader out of turn number 4. This time by for Trevor Royer. Meanwhile, the battle still goes on for positions 3, 4, and 5. Cameron Lytle sneaks into position number 4.
Cameron Lytle trying to grab that 4th and final transfer spot. Trading the spot back and forth. Down the back straightaway one final time into turns 3 and 4. Lytle has it. James trying to come back. Checker flag. Cameron Lytle punches his ticket into the A-main along with Justin Edwards, Corey Goudreau, and your heat race number 1 winner, Trevor Royer.
Well, Trevor Royer making a statement in heat race number 1, the Black Diamond Motorsports number 90 machine. He will get the win by a 2.225 second victory over Corey Goudreau. Justin Edwards and Cameron Lytle sneaks into the 4th and final transfer position for Liam James, Devin Sutherland, Curtis Klinger, Matthew Henninger, Joshua Anderson, and Davin Caldwell. They will all be going to one of 2 B mains. Heat race number 2, and starting on the pole, the Black Diamond Motorsports Ultimate Dirt TV number 10 machine of Ryan Sheet. To the outside, the YOB Racing number 26 machine of Sean Stevens, position number 2.
Starting inside row number 2 in the number 327, it's Hayden Tollefson. And outside Tollefson, it's Hunter Crum.
Row 3 to the inside will be Leo Rodabo, and on his outside, out of position number 6, Dustin Weber on the outside of row 3.
Row number 4 on the inside, it'll be J.P. Scheider out of Ohio, and on his outside, Anthony Guerin in the number 14.
Brandon Unverferth out of position number 9, and John Lasito lines up out of position number 10. We got make that 9 cars on the racetrack, as John Lasito did not make the call for heat race number 2, but tell you what, heat race number 1 lived up to the hype, and no doubt heat race number 2 going to live up to the same expectation.
Trevor Royer used that pole position starting spot in heat race number 1 to run off Ryan Scheit hoping to do the same thing, but he's got some tough competitors right there with him in Sean Stevens, Hunter Crum, and Hayden Tullison. Going to be a fun one here in heat race number 2 in Racing to the Rumble, week number 5.
You go back a month ago, which I'm pretty sure we were at Williams Grove Speedway, if I'm not mistaken on that one, and Sean Stevens had a pretty good run in his heat race, qualified up near the front of the main event, but unfortunately, things just did not go his way. I think he also had some dramas at the Lima Motorsports Park, but Jerry, heat race number 2, Ryan Sheets got the field in his hands.
Chevy Silverado pace truck off the track, green flag in the air. We are underway. Ryan Sheet will take off with the early lead. Sean Stevens going to hang to his inside, and he'll have Hunter Crum in tow as they head down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Sean Stevens to the bottom, Ryan Scheit up top. Scheit will lead lap number 1.
Stevens got some company with Hunter Crum in the number 28 machine. The pit logic app, nice energy working to the top of the racetrack. They'll stay above the slick in turns 3 and 4. And you go back to Leo Rodabo. He was running the bottom through turns 3 and 4. Stevens going to run the slide job line into turn number 1 and 2. Again, he'll get the moisture out of the turn. Now he's going to go to the bottom in turn 3. Will he slide it up? No, he's going to stay all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack. And Jerry, as this track slickens up right now, these drivers are going to find some different lines to move because they're going to make their way forward. They're going to get into the top 4 if they want to start tonight's main events.
Absolutely. The track widening out and then going down to 2 grooves. You got to line up top, and guys starting to use that bottom groove to get the traction, the moisture down there, and try to make a run. Right now, Ryan Scheit out front, Sean Stevens, Hunter Crum. But look out, Leo Radeball starting to close in on that battle with the top 3.
Battle on between Hunter Crum and Leo Rodabo. Dustin Weber trying to find his way into the top 4 positions. Right now, we work down the back straightaway. Stevens is leading this 4-car pack. Hunter Crum, Leo Rodabo. And now here comes Weber to the outside. Weber getting a little loose here on the exit of turn number 4. And that'll put Hunter Crum and Rodabo back side by side through turn number 1 and 2.
Radeball grabs the 3rd spot briefly, but Crum battles back. But man, Ryan Scheit is all alone out front like the chess club president on prom night, making a mockery of the field here in heat race number 2. Sean Stevens trying to find anything he can to run down Scheit. But time running out in this one as we complete lap number 8. Just 2 laps remain here in heat race number 2 at the Volusia Raceway Park.
Both Rodabo and Crum went to the bottom side through turns 1 and 2. If Sheet hangs on for one final time here at the Volusia Speedway Park, the virtual Volusia Speedway Park, that is, it would be a Black Diamond Motorsports front row with Trevor Royer and Ryan Sheet. We come to the white flag. Half a lap to go for your race leader of Ryan Sheet.
Sheet out front, Sean Stevens going to try to close in, and he'll finish 2nd. Leo Radeball comes home 3rd. Hunter Crum in that 4th and final transfer spot. Great race back there for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th throughout that 2nd heat race. Fun one to watch.
It certainly was well done to Ryan Bowe, but tell you what, Leo Rodabo and Hunter Crum, they certainly put on a show for the fans here at the virtual Volusia Speedway Park. Ryan Sheet officially a winner from Sean Stevens. Leo Rodabo and Hunter Crum will get the 4 transfer positions to your main event. Everybody else, 5 through to 10. They'll find themselves locked in B-Main number 2. That's Weber, Jaron, Scheiderer, Tolleson, Underfurt, and Lasito. Heat number 3, the second half of the heat races here tonight, starting on the pole position in car number 61. That's Jacob Denny to the outside, the 96 of Zach Jerkic. Jersic?
Row number 2 on the inside, Alex Rzinski in the number 22, and it's Tim Nichols in the number 31 to his outside.
Michael Hinton lines up at a position number 5, and Jacob Boxall to the outside of row 3 from position number 6.
Starting inside row 4, Zachary Zengermano, and to his outside it'll be Sam Camden out of Illinois.
John McGurk lines up at a position number 9 in the GSR Motorsports 53 entry of Larry Bell. Will start position number 10. In fact, we've only got the 7 cars, and not sure what's going on with Tim. Oh, it looks like he's missed the start.
Yeah, I know he was having some computer issues a little bit ago. Thought we got him worked out. Tim Nichols going to miss the heat race, so I don't know. I know him and Bubba Henninger like to put a little friendly wager on some of these events. I got a feeling Tim may be losing out tonight. think he may owe Matt a cheeseburger.
Oh, what I would go for a cheeseburger right about now. Not that I'd eat a whole cheeseburger. I'd probably eat half a cheeseburger, but yeah, cheeseburger sounds right about nice about 10 a.m. in the morning.
That's almost lunchtime. Let's keep an eye on Jacob Denny in the front row. Jacob Denny, a feature winner at the Montpelier Motor Speedway earlier this year in USAC Midwest Thunder Midget action. We'll see what he can do tonight in the 410 Sprint Car as they pick up the pace out of turn 4. Green flag in the air. We are underway.
We'll keep an eye on Alex Zazinski as well in the number 23 machine, the third of the Black Diamond Motorsport members here tonight. And I'm sure that he would love to pick up a heat race win here at Volusia, but Jacob Denny will lead lap number 1. 10-lap heat races distance, 9 down, left to run in your third heat of the night.
Jacob Denny out front. Alex Zazinski runs second. Zazinski having some good runs during the General Tire Winter Nationals last winter. Had some heartbreak. Had runs where he was running up front and just wicked drama happened to him, taking him out of the race. But meanwhile, back and forth, Jacob Boxell now closes in, grabs the fourth and final transfer spot, but he's got Michael Hinton all over his rear bumper.
You see the Taco Bell number 23 machine trying to put the moves down into turn 1 and 2. He comes from the top to the bottom of the racetrack, but Boxell holds on to the fourth and final transfer position at the moment. Will complete lap number 4, this time by Jacob Denny. Alex Zazinski and Zach Jersick will be the top 3 at the moment. Boxell, well, he's driven away from Hinton. Now here comes Sam Camden trying to close in on the 5th position.
Sam Camden trying to make his way up into one of those top 4 spots to make his way into tonight's A-Main. But right now, Jacob Denny walking away with this one. Alex Zazinski runs second. Zach Jersick runs third. And Jacob Boxell right now comfortably in that 4th and final transfer spot.
Yeah, watching Alex Zazinski right in the middle of your screens. We're watching high above at the virtual Volusia Speedway Park. Joe, we notice now the cars in heat number 3 have gone to the bottom in 1 and 2. Zazinski still trying to rally on the cushion in turns number 3 and forward. They're starting to swap and change lines, and this is the beauty of iRacing. It's just like the real world. The track changes every lap, and we're starting to see drivers really work all over the racetrack.
Absolutely, and like we talked about, that track's gotten awful wide. Guys now moving around trying to find any moisture they can to make up some ground. That time through turns 1 and 2, Zazinski gets a good run. Looks like he closed in just a little bit on Jacob Denny, but time running out. As this time by, they'll see the white flag in the air. One final lap around the Volusia Speedway Park.
Well, it's Jacob Denny in the 61 machine looking to take out heat race number 3 and get a third starting position in tonight's main event. Through 3 out of turn number 4. Checking flag waves. Jacob Denny will get the win, followed by Alex Zazinski. Zach Jersick home in 3rd position. Jacob Boxell in 4th. And of course, those results all unofficial. I don't think there'll be too many changes as there are, of course, no yellows in the heat races and should be no penalties. I don't think there was any contact, but no, there it is. So the top 4 remain official. Camden home in 5th, Hinton 6th, McGurk in 7th, Tim Nichols in 8th, and of course, Zangamano and Bell did not make the call for heat race number 3. Your 4th and final heat race of the night will see Ohio's Justin Clark in the 78 machine from position number 1. Bradley Boyer pilots car 17. He will start position number 2.
Row number 2 on the inside will be Jamie McFerrin in the Firm Motorsports number 2. To his outside is Justin Zapp out of Pennsylvania in the number 3 car.
Randy Shreves rolls off out of position number 5, and Jordan Maherta lines up out of position number 6.
Kevin Bernheimer will start in 7th in the Crazy Cooter Racing entry, and outside him will be Audi out of Texas.
And Drew Hopkins was scheduled to line up at a position number 9. However, he was unable to make the call. So we've had, I think, 34 cars take to, maybe 33 cars take to the racetrack for heat racing action. Still after the 39 cars that we've seen sign into the pit area, it's not a bad field considering that we're going to dwindle it down to just 24 cars for the main event. And of course, those 24 cars fight it out for 4 positions to get into the main race come December.
That's right, but first they got to make their way through heat races top 4. Going to transfer to tonight's A-Main. Justin Clark looking to punch his ticket starting on the pole here in heat race number 4 at the Volusia Speedway Park. Bradley Boyer looking to play spoiler to his outside. Chevy Silverado peels off in turn number 4. Green flag in the air. We are underway here at Volusia Speedway Park.
Justin Clark's been one of these drivers that has been very consistent. He's just been able to put the complete package together for an entire night. Justin Zapp has a bit of contact with Jamie McCarran. Lap number 1 belongs to none other than Justin Clark. Justin Zapp now to the inside in the 3Z machine. He'll move to position number 2, and here comes Boyer looking for second. But now look at Randy Shreves right through the middle of the racetrack. He goes slide job coming out from Shreves on Boyer, and now here comes Mahurda. Oh no, Boyer into the inside wall.
I can't get this.
Terrible luck for Mahurda there after that. But man, what a move by Randy Shreves to thread the needle and make his way up to second. Now closes on race leader Justin Clark. Justin Zapp in third, Jordan Mahurda back there in the 4th spot. What a race here at Volusia Speedway Park in heat race number 4. Coming down to complete lap number 4. Down the first straightaway, Clark still leads down the bottom. But here comes Randy Shreves in the number 56 car.
So what, Shreves been pretty quick in this heat race. He started in position number 5. He's at a +3. At the moment, he'll look to go +4 and take out heat race number 4. At the moment, as it stands, if he finishes second, he'll start in position number 8 in tonight's main event. Otherwise, if he gets the win, he's just made the move for the race lead. He's looking to start outside row number 2 out of position number 4. 6 down, 4 to go. Randy Shreves, your new race leader. Justin Clark, he's about to have the 3Z of Justin Zapp. Oh, Clark to the inside wall, and Zapp moves to second.
Heartbreak there for Justin Clark, catching that wall down in turns 1 and 2, but that opens the door for Justin Zapp. Can he run down Randy Shreves as the laps wind down? 7 laps in, 3 remain. Here comes Justin Zapp in the 3Z. Looking to the inside of Shreves out of turn 2, down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Shreves will use the middle, slide up to the cushion. Zapp nice and smooth right through the middle. That time credited with the lead. Give it to Justin Zapp as they head up into turns 1 and 2.
Lap and a half to go here in the 4th and final heat race of the night. Zapp, he's got the race lead, but here comes Shreves back to the outside. They'll race off turn number 4. Give it to Justin Zapp. 1 lap left to go. Jerry, final heat race of the night.
Randy Shreves trying to battle back on the outside. Zapp down the bottom. Zapp with about a car length heading up into turns 3 and 4. Shreves trying to get a run. He's to the back bumper. Chigger flag. Give it to Justin Zapp. Randy Shreves will come home second. Justin Clark hangs on to third. And Jordan Mahurda unofficially comes home with that 4th and final transfer spot.
Woo! Wow, way. Save the best heat race to last, I reckon. What do you reckon about that one?
If this keeps up, I'm losing my voice tonight.
Now you might not be the only one. Heat number 4 results. Justin Zapp gets the win from Randy Shreves in second. Justin Clark in third. Jordan Mahurda home in that 4th and final transfer position. Bernheimer, Dowdy, Boyer, McCarran all going to the B-main along with Drew Hopkins as we get set to take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. And it will be B-main number 1, 12 laps. Top 4 will go on to your A-main. Starting from position number 1 will be the 15 of Liam James. And to the outside, car 21, position number 2, that is Sam Camden.
Devin Sutherland lines up inside row number 2 with Michael Hinton outside him.
Row 3 inside from Canada's Curtis Klinger out of position number 5. And Ohio's John McGurk lines up out of position number 6.
What an interesting row number 4 we got with Bubba Henninger lining up, starting 7th, and Tim Nichols starting 8th in the 31. They'll roll off side by side.
Joshua Anderson out of position at number 9, and Zachary Zangamano out of position number 10.
11th scheduled to be Devin Cardwell in the 101, and Larry Bell scheduled to round out the field.
Well, you said an interesting row 4. Unfortunately, I can see both Matthew Henninger and Tim Nichols. They are out of this one. So they did not make the start. I'm going to say they have both had computer issues. So if that's the case, who gets the money there? Since they didn't actually get to race each other. I reckon they're going to give us, I reckon they're going to split it with us.
I think that's a good idea. Well, they usually bet some high-end cheeseburgers. So I say they got to, send one to you, send one to me, or at least a gift certificate so we can go get one of our own.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not opposed to having a cheeseburger. I don't care what time it is. I don't care if it's 10 a.m., 11 a.m. It's got to be 12. It's got to be 12 p.m. somewhere. Actually, it is in New Zealand, by the way.
Well, there you go.
It's close enough to lunchtime.
Absolutely. Liam James and Sam Camden set to bring him down. Chevy Silverado pace truck off, and we are underway here in B main number 1 at the Volusia Speedway Park.
It's going to be Liam James working the back straight away for the first time. 12 laps of distance. B main number 1. Sutherland to the inside, and that's Swindell Speed Lab entry. The livery, I should say. Then you go back to the 70 of Davin Carwell. He did not turn a lap in qualifying, did not turn a lap in heat races. He's had to come in the B main, and this is his first laps here tonight. Oh, a bit of contact there with Curtis Klinger and Davin Carwell going to go around. Now remember, no yellows in the B mains.
Battle starting to heat up front as Devin Sutherland is your race leader. Liam James had pulled up to the rear bumper at least briefly. I'll tell you what, Sutherland bouncing back after a battle with COVID here just earlier this summer. Now back to joining iRacing events. Now out front of B main number 1 here at the Volusia Speedway Park as part of Racing to the Rumble. 4 laps in, 8 remaining here in the 12-lap B main number 1.
Yeah, good race up front. 4 positions, number 1 and 2. Devin Sutherland in that Swindell Speed Lab, number 39 livery. Followed by Liam James in the 69 machine for YOB Racing. Working nose to tail down the back straight away. This time by out of turn number 4. Cross flag sticks around 6 down and 6 to go. This is a pretty good battle. Michael Hinton and Curtis Klinger, they're having their own battle back there in 3rd and 4th position as well.
Right now, the battle's been for the lead between Devin Sutherland and Liam James. Sutherland able to get away by a couple car lengths there, but meanwhile behind them, Curtis Klinger, Michael Hinton trying to find any way to close in on your leaders. And Sam Camden right now on the outside looking in, would love to see some action between these 2 pairs of drivers, hoping to get his way into the top 4 and punch his ticket to tonight's A main.
Yeah, unfortunately, Sam Camden runs in the 5th position. The five cars on the racetrack, and he is about nearly 3 seconds behind Curtis Klinger on your screen in the 25, just in front of him. Michael Hinton in car 23, the Taco Bell entry. Then we go back up towards the front 2 cars again. Devin Sutherland and Liam James. There's been no change between those 2, but I'll tell you what, they've been the closest cars on the racetrack. 10 down and just 2 remaining here in the first of 2 B mains.
You got it. Twin sticks in the air. 2 laps remaining. Devin Sutherland looking to pick up B main number 1. Liam James right now appears comfortable hanging behind Sutherland to punch his ticket. But not just as I say that, he starts to close in. One final time as the white flag out. Down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. One final time.
Yeah, probably just thought better of it, trying to make that move, knowing that, well, all he's got to do is just finish inside the top 4, and he would have a transfer spot on lockdown. That would mean he would be going to the main event. We'll take a look at your official results here for B main number 1. It is official. Devin Sutherland gets the win from Liam James in 2nd, Michael Hinton 3rd, and Curtis Klinger in that 4th and final transfer position. Unfortunately, 5 through to position number 12. Well, it's time they get ready for the Eldora Speedway in a month's time. We get set for the final B main of competition here tonight, and starting on the pole position in car 54 from Michigan, it's Dustin Waver to the outside. The Crazy Cooter Racing number 28 machine, Kevin Bernheimer lines up at a position number 2.
Starting 3rd will be Anthony Guerin out of Ohio in the number 14, and Morgan Dowdy in the number 6.
JP Schotterer lines up at a position number 5 to the outside of row 3. Position number 6 from Indiana, it's a 17 of Bradley Boyer.
Row number 4 on the inside out of the Mid-South, it's Hayden Tullison in the 327, and to his outside will be Jamie McCarron in the Firm Motorsports number 2.
Brandon Underfirth lines up the 4 machine from position number 9 to he's outside the Drew Hopkins Racing entry, position number 10, that is Drew Hopkins.
John Lucido scheduled to start scratch on the field tonight. 12 laps the distance. B main number 2 here at the Volusia Speedway Park. Looks like we've got 7 drivers checking in for B main number 2 as Morgan Dowdy, Hayden Tullison, Drew Hopkins, John Lucido not making the call. Brett, been fun so far. Let's see who these last 4 drivers to punch their ticket into tonight's A main's going to be.
We just seen 7 cars in B main number 1. Now B main number 2. These final 4 transfer positions. This will line up the outside rows for rows 9, 10, 11, and 12. So positions 24, 22, 20, and 18 up for grabs. If you're not inside the top 4, well, you might as well pack it up and get ready for Eldora in a month's time. They'll have a fair bit of waiting to do. They'll have a fair bit of practice. We're set for a start. B-Main number 2, Dustin Weber, Kevin Bernheimer. Bring us to the green flag. We're underway. B-Main number 2. Oh, no! Some drama there. And we've got a number of cars around and upside down, but it is Dustin Weber leading down the back straightaway.
Weber gets away after the melee down the front straightaway. Anthony Guerin able to sneak through as well, runs second. Third and fourth right now, Kevin Bernheimer and Brandon Umberfirth will battle back there with those two final transfer spots. JP Scheider is still on the track, but a distant fifth place right now. Wow, what a crazy start, Brett.
Yeah, Kevin Bernheimer lucky to get away with that one because he was the driver that caught the concrete wall on the front straightaway. And unfortunately for the drivers that were behind him, they had nowhere to go. And Kevin Bernheimer, he's still out onto the racetrack, and he's actually going to be able to transfer because there's only 4 cars left on the racetrack. But I'll tell you what, there's still a fair bit of racing to do because these drivers are not only racing for starting positions, but it's better starting positions in the main event.
And every spot will help you out in that 30-lap A-main here at the Volusia Speedway Park, as the track will change a ton between now and tonight's 30-lap A-main. 5 laps in, 7 remain. Dustin Weber trying to check out in this one. Anthony Guerin right now second. Brandon Umberfirth runs in that third spot. Kevin Bernheimer, as you said, in that fourth and final transfer spot, would love to close in and gain a couple spots if he can.
You see the Aeroflow Performance number 54 machine of Dustin Weber taking another lap off in the books here at Volusia. B-Main number 2. Race number 5 of the Racing to the Rumble in Fort Wayne 410 Wing Sprint Car Series, all trying to punch their ticket to the shows in December to pick up $1,000 to win. I know there's probably a couple of Black Diamond guys that would be love to be heading to the Rumble in Fort Wayne, the likes of Trevor Royer. Sure, he'd love to get his hands on a chance at a shot at $1,000. Alex Zazinski as well, and of course Ryan Sheet. But we can't count out the likes of Alex Bergeron, who's already into the show. Cameron Merriman. There's a whole list of other drivers that have been very fast and consistent over the first 4 races of the series.
Absolutely. Now those guys have to sit and wait and watch everybody else race their way in. Now, is that going to leave a lot of rust? Those guys will race in other events. But some of this, it's going to cause some drama come December. But right now, the only drama is on the racetrack. White flag in the air. Dustin Weber all alone out front. Looks like he'll pick up the win over Anthony Guerin. Brandon Umberfirth going to come home third. And Kevin Bernheimer in the fourth and final transfer spot here in B-Main number 2.
Well, that will wrap up the preliminary action here. B-Main number 2 results coming to your screens right now. Dustin Weber gets the win, followed by Anthony Guerin, Brandon Umberfirth, and Kevin Bernheimer will get your fourth and final transfer positions. We are done with the heat races. We are done with the 2 B mains. Now we've got a track reset.
That's right. We'll allow our track crews some time to regroom the track for the 24 starters, where 4 more drivers will advance to the finale on December 18th during the Rumble in Fort Wayne, the 23rd annual. You are watching night number 5 of the Racing to the Rumble, presented by Fatheads Eyewear. Make sure you're checking in on the Rumble in Fort Wayne Facebook page. Like, comment, and share that post, our video there, and get entered into the ultimate VIP experience. Your chance to win 2 tickets to the 23rd Rumble in Fort Wayne. 2-night stay at the Holiday Inn Purdue Fort Wayne, which is directly across from the Allen County War Memorial Expo Center. You'll also get breakfast at the Holiday Inn and swag from Fatheads Eyewear. The winner is going to be drawn and announced during our Thursday, November 18th Rumble Mumble broadcast. Be sure to tell your friends about this great prize. You can enter during each of the monthly Racing to the Rumble events through November 16th. Brett, what a night of racing so far here at the Volusia Speedway Park.
Yeah, it's been unreal. Those heat races were fantastic. Unfortunately, we had a couple of incidences in those B mains, but man, I tell you what, don't take away that from the heat races that we've seen earlier on tonight. And of course, now we've got the field dwindled down from 39 down to 24, and those 24 drivers, well, 4 of them are going to punch their ticket to the main race later on in the year.
Absolutely. I gotta give a shout out to Randy Shreves. The move he made in that heat race to thread the needle between two cars to get up front. That right now, that's my move of the race. Do you have anything that stands out so far for you, Brett?
No, I'd have to say the same thing. That was a one heat race to remember for the ages.
Absolutely. Race fans, be sure to return to the Ultimate Dirt TV and or the Rumble and Fort Wayne Facebook page next month on Tuesday, October 19th, when we travel to the great state of Ohio, the Buckeye State, compete on the virtual Eldora Speedway in the world-famous 1/2 mile oval to qualify 4 more racers for that Rumble finale. Speaking of the Rumble, after sitting idle last year due to the pandemic, we're looking forward to a huge 23rd annual Rumble in Fort Wayne, December 17th and 18th from the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum and Expo Center in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Non-stop racing action both days and nights, featuring midgets, winged and non-winged 600cc midgets, go-karts, and quarter midgets. You can keep up with all the news surrounding this big event on www.rumbleandfortwayne.com and also check out the Rumble in Fort Wayne Facebook page.
Sponsors back up.
The racing of the Rumble is presented by Fatheads Eyewear. We also want to thank General Tire, Ultimate Dirt TV, Tim Sims, Super Clean, Holiday Inn Purdue Fort Wayne, and of course the Rumble at Fort Wayne for their support. And got to give a big shout out again to Larry Bowes and the folks at Montpelier Motor Speedway, who's awarding our feature winner a $50 bonus tonight. Looks like we're getting close. Just about ready to go with your 30-lap feature event here at Volusia Speedway Park. 24 drivers looking to grab the top 4 spots. And we'll get ready with tonight's starting lineup, starting with row number 12. On the outside, in the Crazy Cooter Racing number 28, it'll be Kevin Bernheimer. To his inside, starting 23rd, Curtis Klinger.
Row 11 to the outside, position 22. Brandon Underfer to the inside, position number 21. It's Michael Hinton.
Starting 20th out of Ohio in the number 14, it's Anthony Guerin. And starting 19th, Liam James in the number 15.
Position 18, B-Main, the 2 B-Main winners. Position number 18 is Dustin Waver. To the inside, Devin Sutherland out of position number 17.
Starting outside, row number 8 in the LGR Motorsports number 30, it's Jordan Maherter. And to his inside, the number 44 of Jacob Boxall.
Hunter.
Starting 12th out of Ohio in the number 78, it'll be Justin Clark. And starting 11th, Zach Jersick out of New England in the 96.
Leo Rauderbo lines up at a position number 10. To the inside, the 55, position number 9, it's Justin Edwards.
Starting outside row number 4 in the LGR Motorsports number 56, it's Randy Shreves. And to his inside, then the Ultimate Dirt TV Black Diamond Motorsports number 22, it's Alex Rzinski.
Sean Stevens in car 26 for YOB Racing lines up position number 6. To the inside, Corey Godot lines up at a position number 5.
And starting 4th in the Black Diamond Motorsports UDTV number 90, it'll be Trevor Royer. Into his inside, the Ultimate Dirt TV Black Diamond Motorsports number 10 of Ryan Sheet.
Your front row for tonight's 30-lap main event. To the outside of the front row, car number 61 of Jacob Denny. And to the inside from Pennsylvania, the 3Z of Justin Zapp lines up on the pole position.
30 laps the distance. What a field of cars here tonight at the Volusia Speedway Park. We just saw Justin Zapp and Jacob Denny punching their tickets into tonight's main event. Now they're on the front row. Let's see if they can run away and punch their ticket into the finale at Fort Wayne. As the green flag waves, we are underway here at Volusia Speedway Park.
Good start for Justin Zapp. He'll slide up in front of Jacob Denny. Denny works it back to the inside. They'll go wheel to wheel down into turn number 3 and 4. Jacob Denny, well, he was going to lead lap number 1, but the yellow flag is out.
Caution flag waiting already here at the Volusia Speedway Park. We'll look at the replay and see what happened here. Three wide racing back to the pack. Some rough and tumble. Oh, up and over. Is that the 97, Brett?
Yeah, that's Brandon Underfirth in the 97 that was.
Ohio's own in that number 97 Ceiling Motorsports inspired entry, piloted by Greg Wilson on the 410 Wing Sprint Car Tour. Yeah, just got in there and banged wheels, and contact from behind sends him up and over. Wild ride from the in-car cam view. Thanks to UltimateDirtTV for that great instant replay.
So I didn't get to ask you, who's your pick to win this one?
I'll tell you what, I really like Justin Zapp from up front. He looked really good in his heat race, got faster and faster. I think Justin Zapp takes off with this green flag here on lap 3, and we'll see if he can hang on and pick up the win. How about you?
I don't want to be biased, but I'm going to go with Trevor Royer.
Royer definitely a tough contender in any race he's in. We'll see what happens as we come down to complete lap number 4 here at Volusia Speedway Park. Zapp now getting a challenge once again from Jacob Denny. Denny not able to make it stick on the bottom yet. He'll keep working it as they head through turns 3 and 4. They've got Brian Sheet right behind them as a yellow flag waves yet again here at Volusia.
Yeah, this was quite a big one. This one, I don't know where we're going to go to try and dissect this, but let's have a go, shall we? I'm looking like there's about 6 or 7 cars in this one. Let's start with the 28 of Hunter Crum. Goes to the middle of the racetrack. Looks all right there. Oh, Cameron Log just comes down into him. Sends him upside down, and everybody else, I think everybody else just checked up and... Okay. Oh, that was pretty easy to dissect. Huh. I think I sold
Absolutely. We'll have to
myself short.
Still a great job. Again, a great instant replay from UltimateDirtTV. Brett, can't thank you enough for the fine camera work you do each and every month for the Racing to the Rumble. And let's see what happens now with Cameron Lytle after that contact. See if his car is still going to be as fast as it was early on, as he had to race his way through B main already up to 13th before that caution.
Well, lap number 3 is in the books. We'll go back to green. So 27 remaining for the 3Z of Justin Zapp, Jacob Denny, and Ryan Sheet. Well, that's your top 3. Then you go back to Trevor Royer. Keep an eye on Alex Zazinski as well. He's been very, very quick over the last couple of months of racing here on the iRacing.com. So now it's going to be the teammates battling it out side by side. Sheet to the middle of the racetrack. Royer going right upstairs into the marbles through turns 1 and 2.
Sheet and Royer putting on a show right now, battling for third, as Justin Zapp and Jacob Denny content to run 1 and 2 right now. Still early on in this one, 5 laps in, 25 remaining. Like you said, Alex Zazinski lurking back there in 6th. He could definitely put on a show late in the race. He's good about saving his equipment. We'll see what he can do as the battle for the lead heats up down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4.
Jacob Denny with a slide job on Justin Zapp. Zapp trying to turn it back underneath and got a little bit loose. We come to the yellow once again. Now, if they got that lap in before the yellow flag came out, I think Jacob Denny is going to be your new race leader. It's very crucial because these yellow flags, well, they allow the leader to go whenever they like once the pace track is in. Randy Shrees in the LGR Motorsports 56 entry is the man who was involved in the caution. Just gets up into the 34 machine. Just trying to think who that is. Trying to get that. Corey Godot in the 34. Godot goes upside down and around. And Randy Shrees, well, he'll go back to the virtual pit area. And that might be him done, I think. He's back in the pits. And, well, it's going to be at least a minute 45 tow.
Hard break for Randy Shrees after a great heat race run. Now finds himself in the pit area. But, man, what a battle we were seeing up front as that caution flag came out. Jacob Denny putting on a show, sliding up past Justin Zapp. We'll see if Zapp can do anything with him on the restart when we get back underway here. with 7 laps in and 23 remaining here at the Volusia Speedway Park.
We'll go on board here with Trevor Royer sitting in 4th position. You can see the top 3 just in front of him. Pace truck will take the left-hand turn into pit road. We're back underway, 8 laps down and 22 remaining. And you can get a real close-up of this racetrack and see how it starts to develop here on the iRacing.com service. Jacob Denny leads from Justin Zapp, Ryan Sheet, Trevor Royer, and Sean Stevens, your top 5. Here comes Royer, going to the top in 3 and 4, trying to get a run now on Ryan Sheet down into 1.
You can say just how thin that cushion is as Royer slides up to the top of the racetrack. He's got 2 great cars in front of him battling right now as he looks to the inside of Justin Zapp. Zapp and Scheidt right now battling for that 2nd spot. Jacob Denny's loving this going on behind him as he's able to pull away. Oh, contact with Royer. Royer upside down the back straightaway. Caution flag will wave.
Wow. Do I get another pick?
Looked like Zapp got a little squirrely off of 2 and got into Royer, nowhere to go. We'll check the replay here.
That means I get another pick, right? Because we haven't completed 10 laps.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to pick the guy that comes across the line first. Surely I win then, right?
If it worked that way, it wouldn't be racing.
Yeah, okay. All right. Who do I want to put the mockers on this time? You know what? I'm going to go with Szynski. Again,
I was thinking that. I was really thinking you would say that.
Yeah, I don't want to be biased or anything, but like I said, the pace that he's shown, I think once the track gets slick, that's when Alex starts to show where his racecraft, really comes from.
Absolutely. He's one of those guys who's patient. As long as he can stay out of trouble and stay out of everybody else's incidents, he'll be the one that, like they always say, the cream rises to the top. We'll keep an eye on that number 22 car, currently 6th here at Volusia Speedway Park.
So unfortunately, Trevor Royer back to the pit area. 20 cars left on the racetrack. Hunter Crump out of the event. Unverfirth, Shreves and Royer both have, all 3 drivers have caught a tow. They are sitting in the pits. Whether they're able to come back out onto the racetrack or not, we'll let race control deal with that one. The lights are out on the pace track. We will be 11 laps in the books with 19 to go here at the virtual Volusia Speedway Park. This time by, we're back to green.
Jacob Denny set to lead him down. Denny picking up a feature win earlier this year at the Montpelier Motor Speedway in USAC Midwest Under Midget action. Green flag underway. Denny resumes his lead with Ryan Sheet running 2nd, Justin Zapp in 3rd, Sean Stevens right now in 4th. Szynski gets shuffled back to 9th. Not sure what happened on that restart. Caution flag out once again.
Lucky for Alex, because we technically didn't get a lap completed. We'll go back to the last recorded lap, which means he's going to be able to restart in that 6th position. We take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay of the 25 of Curtis Klinger. Just nowhere to go. Liam James, I think, involved in that one, along with the 14 of Anthony Guerin. Yes, it was. Guerin and James coming together on the front straightaway. Yellow back out onto the raceway.
Cautions breed cautions. Isn't that what they always say, Brett?
Absolutely. No different here on the iRacing world.
You get these cars bunched up, and you got guys that are chomping at the bit to try to make their way into one of these top 4 finishing positions to punch their ticket into the Racing of the Rumble finale. And, man, it just turns into a melee sometimes. Hopefully, when we get back to green flag racing this time, we'll be able to string it out, maybe put together a long green flag run here and see what Jacob Denny can do from out front here in the A-Main Racing of the Rumble. Week number 5 here at the Volusia Speedway Park.
Did I hear you say Jacob Denny picked up? He's picked up a couple of feature wins this season.
Absolutely, picked up a feature win just a few weeks ago at the Montpelier Motor Speedway, who's sponsoring the event tonight, the $50 bonus for the winner, and he did that in USAC Midwest Thunder Midget racing action. Jacob Denny, no stranger to dirt racing, and Apparently not iRacing either. I had no idea he was on the iRacing circuit. And tonight, looking good here in tonight's 30-lap A main.
I'll come back to the point I was going to make here, but I'll do it once we get the next yellow flag. If we get one, let's hopefully that we don't have to. 18 laps remaining. Jacob Denny leads Ryan Shee. Justin Zapp. Now look at Sean Stevens to the outside. Stevens gets by Zapp, but I'll tell you what, Stevens would be loving this at the moment because he's up to third. Here comes Alex Szynski. He's up into the top 5, and Szynski coming up to the top 4.
And you see Szynski working the bottom of the racetrack, rolling that car. Nice and easy, not being crazy. You see guys sliding all over the place. Szynski not wearing out those tires and starting to make his move here in tonight's A-Main.
Mahurda back there in 6th position, but right now that doesn't really matter because it's the top 4. That all that matters because those drivers, they are going to be ones that will book their ticket to the December race later on as we go yellow. And just going back to the point I was going to make, so many, and again, this is no disrespect, this is not having a crack at some of the drivers, but there's so many real-life drivers that are very, very successful in the real world, but they come to iRacing and they just seem to struggle. I don't know what it is, but they just can't seem to put a virtual race car up to speed with some of the guys that do this on a night in, night out basis.
I see that a lot, and a lot of it, and I've heard this from several race car drivers, including multiple-time track champions around Ohio. You just don't get that feel of the seat of the pants feel in the car like you do with a race car. So you can't really feel it getting loose. I mean, the force feedback steerings are awesome, but some of the, especially some of the more experienced guys, the more seasoned veterans, I should say, can't translate that into a steering wheel like they can from the seat of the pants feel in a race car.
Lights still flashing here on the iRacing.com official pace truck. Jacob Denny, right around the half race distance, about 15 down, 15 to go. Still leading this one. Biggest mover throughout the field tonight, of course, Jordan Mahurda started 16th. He is at a plus 10, sitting in 6th position. Dustin Weber, he is sitting in 18th. I'm pretty sure he started close to... He might have started there, actually. I'm just waiting for timing and scoring to come. He did start 18th. He's up to 12th, so he's at a plus 6. Kevin Bernheimer, he got that final transfer spot in the second and final B main. He started 24th. He's at a plus 9 as well. So some drivers being able to move forward in this feature event, Jerry.
Definitely some hard chargers in this one. As we come down to take the green flag once again, 15 in, 15 remain here at Volusia Speedway Park. Jacob Denny resumes his race lead as the green flag back out. We're back underway.
Sean Stevens looking for the slide job line down into 3 and 4. And again, probably thinking that he wants to get more positions right now, but you got to think of the bigger picture right now. You just need to be inside the top 4. And speaking of going to the top 4, Justin Zapp he might just be on his way outside of the top 4 because here comes Alex Szynski rolling the top through turn number 3 and 4. 17 down and 13 remain, Jerry.
Szynski closed in on Zapp briefly, got a little too high out of turns 1 and 2, banged the wall. Zapp able to get away by a couple car lengths, but Szynski not giving up. Back to the high side in 3 and 4. Zapp down on the bottom. That is your 4th and final transfer spot as the caution flag waves yet again.
Yeah, these yellows are killing Alex Szynski right now because it's taking him a little bit to wind that 23 machine up as we take a look at your UltimateDirtTV instant replay, the 25 here of Curtis Klinger. Missing the front wing on that race car, and he had nowhere to go. 28 of Kevin Bernheimer. What happened to Bernheimer?
It looked like Bernheimer was losing it, and like you said, just nowhere for him to go without that front wing. Couldn't get the steer to get out of the way, and right into Bernheimer.
So here it is, the incident between Kevin Bernheimer and Anthony Guerin in the 14 machine. Guerin slides up, and just a little contact there, right rear to left front. And poor old Curtis Klinger, nowhere to go on that exchange.
Terrible break for Curtis Klinger. Looks like his night will likely be over, as well as Kevin Bernheimer. Right, Jacob Denny still hanging on to this one. Brett, I see our buddy Szynski's in 5th, and he was battling for that 4th spot. We'll see if he can do anything as the green flag back out here at the Volusia Speedway Park. We're back underway with 18 laps in, 12 remaining.
Yeah, Ryan riding on board with Ryan Sheet. Just behind him is Sean Stevens and Justin Zapp in that fourth and final position to get into the big dance later on this season. Working on lap number 20 this time. So this time, Bart, we are going to have just 10 circuits remaining here at Volusia.
Battle heating up for that second spot. Ryan Sheet, Sean Stevens starting to put on a show. Now Sheet gets a run on the bottom, closes in a little bit on Jacob Denny. Can't do anything with him yet. Justin Zapp still hanging on to that fourth and final transfer spot. Jordan Maherter is now up to fifth. Alex Rosinski dropping back to seventh. Not sure what happened there. But the race is up front right now for second and third. And they're closing in on the leader, Brett.
Here they are. Look at Sean Stevens rolling the top side, roll all the way around this half a mile of a racetrack. Stevens getting to the outside on Ryan Sheet down into turns 3, out of turn 4. Who's going to have it? Well, the yellow flag is going to have it, and Ryan Sheet may as just well count his lucky stars on that one because he was about to get relegated back to third position. But again, these cautions just killing these drivers because Sean Stevens, if we did not go yellow, I would near guarantee he was going to rail that top side all the way around this racetrack, and he was going to win this race.
He was definitely coming to life up on the top. We'll see if Jacob Denny can learn a lesson from watching any of that, or if Ryan Sheet can do the same and try to hold off Stevens when we go back to green flag racing, as there looks like we should be restarting around lap 23 with 7 remaining. But, man, Jacob Denny has to be thanking his lucky stars right now.
So the lights are out on the pace truck. We are set for the restart once again here at Volusia. Race number 5 of the Racing to the Rumble in Fort Wayne. 4 transfer positions up for grabs in this main event tonight. We'll hopefully chat to our 4 drivers. Who will they be? Well, we're 7 laps away from finding that one away. Jacob Denny. He's got a stranglehold. He's had a stranglehold on this field since the drop of the green flag in tonight's main event. And now he'll do it again. Now this time, look at this. Ryan Sheet and Jacob Denny, they both go to the top. So they've definitely learned something, Jerry.
Absolutely. Denny able to get a good restart. Ryan Sheet trying to hold off the advances of Sean Stevens right now. 25 laps, 24 laps in, 6 remain. The battle right now is for second. Sean Stevens, Ryan Sheet, side by side down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Sheet way up to the high side. Stevens will slide him. He'll take the groove. Now it looks like Sheet going to return the favor.
Ryan Sheet back to third position. Meanwhile, here's the battle for that fourth and final transfer position. Maherta, Clark, and Justin Zapp. Maherta's got it with 4 to run.
Justin Clark trying to punch his ticket into tonight's top 4 to make it into the Rumble in Fort Wayne finale in December. What a battle right now for that 4th and final transfer spot.
Can Justin Clark, can he put these final 3 laps together to find his way into the top 4? He's been so close on so many occasions. He can't complete the pass that time by. Popsicle sticks are out, Jerry. 2 to run for your race leader, the 61 of Jacob Denny.
Justin Clark trying to run that slider line, loses ground that time to Jordan Maherter. Maherter just trying to keep it high, wide, and handsome, as everyone else will do the same as the white flag in the air for Jacob Denny. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Bring him home, Brett.
Into 3 and 4 for the final time. Sean Stevens going to try a massive move in 3 and 4. Not going to have enough. Jacob Denny wins this main event, race number 5 of Racing to the Rumble in Fort Wayne here at Volusia. Sean Stevens home in second, Ryan Sheet third, Jordan Maherta in fourth, and those 4 drivers, they are going to the December show later on this year to battle for $1,000 to win. Let's take a look at your official results as we wait for those to come up on your screen, and here they are on their way. Jacob Denny gets the win, followed by Sean Stevens, Ryan Sheet, Jordan Maherta, Justin Clark, your top 5. Justin Zapp, Leo Raudabo in 7th. Cameron Lytle, 8th. Jacob Boxall, 9th. And Dustin Weber rounds out the top 10.
Finishing 11th, Justin Edwards. 12th, Corey Godot. 13th, Alex Rosinski dropping back. 14th, Michael Hinton. 15th, Devin Sutherland. Anthony Guerin comes home 16th. Kevin Bernheimer 17th. Curtis Klinger 18th. Zach Jursic 19th. And Trevor Royer rounding out the top 20.
Liam James in 21st. 22nd goes to Randy Shrees. Hunter Crum 23rd. And Brandon Underfirth home in position number 24. We'll go trackside and chat to your podium here. In fact, we're going to chat to our top 4. Tell you what, I will take first and third, and I'll let you take second and fourth. So I'll chat with Jacob Denny, and he's your winner here tonight. Jacob, congratulations on the win here tonight. And, well, you led that one. You lead all 30 laps. You've got to be happy about this one. You punched your ticket to $1,000 to win later on this year.
Yeah, it was a good race. Sean was ripping down the fence there, and I had to change my lineup, and I almost hit the wall once, but it was a good race.
Mate, those cautions, obviously, killing the momentum, killing the vibe of that race because you guys are able to stop, start. How much do you have to stay focused to keep your head in the game to get towards this to get towards the end of the main event?
Yeah, I started to get a little frustrated because we'd get like 5 laps in, I'd have a good lead, and then we'd get another caution, and it's hard to change your restarts up when you get that many cautions. So I just had to hit my marks those last 10 or whatever laps we had.
Mate, you're very successful in the real world, and you've come over here on the iRacing world, and you've proved that you can run with the guys up front. You actually drove away. Now, there's a number of drivers in here tonight that you literally just blew their doors off it. What's the secret in transferring the real life stuff to the virtual world?
I don't know. It's different. You're just sitting behind a desk, but I guess it kind of drives the same. You kind of can do the same stuff to people that you would do in real life.
A couple of weeks ago, we had an update to the sprint cars. Not sure how long or how much practice you've had since the update. If you've had much, what kind of practice have you done over the past couple of weeks, and what do you think of the update changes?
I liked how the sprint cars were before. I think they race a little bit tighter now. I've raced like 2 or 3 races. It's my 4th one in these, but overall they're pretty good still.
All right, buddy. Look, well done on the win here tonight. Not only do you get the win, but you also get a chance at $1,000 later on in the year with 40 of the best iRacers on the sim for a chance at $1,000 to win. Jacob, before we let you go, sponsors on this race car, people behind the scenes, buddy, who makes this happen for you?
Caleb Sheetsy for making the paint, and all you guys for putting this on, so we have something to do during the week.
There we go, Jacob Denny, your winner here tonight. Jerry, you're standing by with our runner-up of Sean Stevens.
Sean Stevens, congratulations on a runner-up finish, but not easy to get there. Having a heck of a battle throughout that event with Ryan Sheet.
Yeah, absolutely. It's only taken me, 5 rounds to get here.
Man, Jacob Denny able to check out on you guys quite a few times. Mid-race there, you guys started to get a long green flag run, and your car came to life up on the high side. But then the yellow flag came out again and slowed all that momentum. How frustrating was that to have all those yellow flags when you knew you had a very fast race car?
Yeah, that last caution definitely played a part there. I thought I was the faster car there, gaining speed on the 2 leaders. I was able to slip by Ryan, was it? So, I was thankful for that. But Jacob, he was just fast.
Well, you have punched your ticket now, and you'll join the other 16 drivers as part of the Racing to the Rumble finale in December. Chance to win $1,000 in a General Tires gift certificate for a set of tires. Man, that's got to be exciting.
Yes, definitely looking forward to it.
Well, let's thank everybody that helps you with your hot rod and supports your racing.
Yeah, I'll give the boys at Wyobi a massive shout out for all they do. CD Cinematography, CNC Race Designs, LCJ Carpentry, Catalysm Computers, and everybody here putting on the broadcast and show. It's awesome to be a part of, and I'll see you in December.
Sounds good. Can't wait to see you in December. Congratulations, Sean Stevens, on a runner-up position tonight here at Volusia Speedway Park. Brett, looks like you've got our 3rd place finisher, the completion of the podium here tonight.
Yeah, we'll standing by here with Ryan Sheet. And Ryan, well, I got to ask you first of all, how many beers deep are you tonight, buddy?
0.
Wow.
0.
Wow, I actually said you're about 6 beers deep right about now. It's the only time I've probably not heard you drink and drive here tonight. But hey, man, you come home third place here tonight. You're gonna be happy about this one.
I am, man. Learning these new cars out. Obviously, everyone is still trying to get understanding of the lines and how to work the wing. So,
Yeah, you're just talking about understanding the new cars. We're about 2 weeks on to the update on the sprint cars. We obviously the past couple of seasons, we had changes to the big blocks, the UMPs, the late models and stuff. Your overall thoughts on the update on the sprint cars? Do you like them? Do you not? Undecided.
I guess a lot of people were asking for change, so we definitely got change. I think once I get the aero worked out, maybe that'll make it a little bit better. But we'll see, I guess. They're not bad. They just seem a little doggish and odd.
Well, mate, coming into tonight, race number 5 of the season, or of the series, I should say. You what kind of expectation, what kind of goal did you have in mind here tonight?
Obviously, the top 4, with it being hosted, you never know kind of what to expect. But and with all the BDM guys hanging out and talking lines and talking how to adjust your wing angle, depending on the line you're running. So got some good input from them and was able to get her done.
Right, rolling under the yellow flags there, we had a number of those here tonight. How much do you talk to the guys, from the BDM guys, to make those adjustments, whether it's on the wing or talk about lines? What kind of conversation goes on?
We talk quite a bit, but sometimes you have to take it with a grain of salt just because we all run, different settings with our wheels, have different wheels with them being a game. And so sometimes what works for them doesn't always work for you.
Buddy, well, look, this totally tinted Velocity Race Designs Tim Sims number 10 machine is a very, very good looking hot rod, no doubt. You got a lot of sponsors on this car, a lot of great people behind the scenes helping you out.
Absolutely. All the guys at BDM, Tim Sims, Tim Nichols there, Velocity Race Designs, Zach Rounds with Rounds Wraps Tents, and you at UDTV. And I appreciate y'all, what you got going on. Wicked Energy Gum, Larry Bows, and Fathead Eyewear for helping put this on.
There we go, Ryan Sheep, ladies and gentlemen, home in third place. Jerry Kaiser, you're caught up with our 4th and final transfer position.
Jordan Maherter, congratulations. You have punched your ticket into the Racing of the Rumble finale in December, but man, it wasn't easy tonight.
Oh, no, it wasn't at all. I started back in 16th, and at the start of the race, all I was thinking is, man, if I'm going to make it, I'm going to have to really work for this one.
And work for it, you did, making your way up, again, finishing 4th, and still right to the end. Definitely a battle. Justin Clark trying to make a run. Justin Zapp trying to hold you off. And Leo Radeball all right there. Buddy, what a great race tonight.
Thank you. I just wish I would have had a little bit more time. I found something there towards the end, right through the middle in that slick.
Now, is that something you think you'll be able to transfer over when we get to Fort Wayne in December? Do you think you'll be able to use some of that knowledge when we take on the other qualifiers for the Rumble and Fort Wayne finale?
Yeah, I definitely think it's something that I'll be able to transition over when it gets to that point. But tonight I was just more worried about staying out of trouble. It looked like there was a lot of wrecks, and towards the end there, my adrenaline was really pumping because, like you said, both those Justins were right there trying to make a move.
Absolutely, and you was able to hold them off. Congratulations once again, punching your ticket into the Rumble and Fort Wayne finale. Let's talk about everybody that helps you with your race car.
First, I want to thank the people who organized this event: Tim Sims, Fathead's Eyewear, Wicked Energy Gum, UDTP, and Larry Bose. And then I also want to give a huge shout out to Alex Bergeron, ABR Setup Shop, Redline Race Designs, One Wish Foundation, Wraps and Stitches, Finish Line Repair, CD Cinematography, all the guys over at LGR Motorsports. They've been a big help since I've came on board. They've been helping me get to be able to be faster. So without them, none of this would be possible.
Well, congratulations once again. Jordan Maherter finishing 4th tonight, punching his ticket to the finale at the Rumble in Fort Wayne on December 18th. Brett, a great night of racing once again. Larry Bose and the folks from Montpelier Motor Speedway putting up a $50 bonus going to Jacob Denny, who also holds a real-life feature win at the Montpelier Motor Speedway.
I guess it all worked out there in the end. So, yeah, look, what a night it was, and another 4 drivers have found their ticket to the final race and a chance to pick up $1,000 to win. It's again another phenomenal night.
Absolutely. Can't thank you enough and everybody at UDTV for the great coverage. So glad to be a part of this team. Thank you to Larry Bowes, Tim Sims, and Tim for his hospitality here at the Hillbilly High Banks. And I got to thank Fatheads Eyewear, General Tire, and all of our fine sponsors as part of Racing the Rumble. Brett, looking forward to October 19th as we head to the famed Eldora Speedway.
Well, we've seen some iconic racetracks throughout the first 5 races, and again, what better way to go to Eldora for race number 6? It's really shaping up to be a great finale come December. Looking forward to that 2-night show, and who will take out the $1,000? But we've still got to get through race 6, 7, 8, and 9, I believe it is. Still a fair bit of racing, still some more drivers that have an opportunity to go towards that December show.
Absolutely, and we'll find out Tuesday, October 19th at the virtual Eldora Speedway when we're back in action. Make sure you turn in on UDTV or on the Rumble and Fort Wayne Facebook page. Don't forget to head over to the Rumble and Fort Wayne Facebook page for your chance for that VIP fan experience as well, where you can win 2 reserved seats for Friday and Saturday at the Rumble in Fort Wayne at the Allen County War Memorial Expo Center. Also a complimentary room at the Holiday Inn, Purdue, Fort Wayne, right across the street from the Expo Center. And that Fatheads Eyewear swag. Still got, again, Tuesday, November 19th at Eldora, and then we'll head to Lernerville on Tuesday, November 16th. But for tonight, congratulations, Jacob Denny, on behalf of everyone here, Larry Bowes, Tim Nichols, and Brett. Thank you so much again for the coverage. Everybody, have a great evening. We'll see you back here Tuesday, October 19th at the virtual Eldora Speedway.